Hey everybody, it's Ninja here. I am just doing a quick little video here because I think there are a few important things that you should know. Um, we were hacked, or I should say someone attempted to hack us, but as you can see, this person did not do a good job because we fixed everything that he did in about 5 minutes. There is a server called play.junkyard129.com. Now, the person, or I should say one of the admins that is on this site, is named Dylan. And for whatever reason, he got very jealous that we created a server. Now, him and Omega and I got into it the other day on a messenger. And he was a little mad over the fact that we have 99% uptime and about 100 people from their site came to ours. Not to mention, our first 2 weeks we had over 1,200 people log into our server. And, the thing that really bugs me about this is you think that people would want good competition. Good competition, after all, is what makes other servers better. If someone does something that's really, cool or a unique idea, the other person tries to outdo them, and it makes everything better. It makes the server better. It's better for the players that come to the server. Like we try and do unique things. Plugins that we have, Tetris, Connect 4, things of that nature. Now, just a little heads up. It is a federal crime to hack. Now, basically what happened was Dylan came and he sent repeated DDoS attacks to the server. And this was traced. I did contact the FBI, and I also have 2 family members that actually work in the FBI. And another issue, we used to play on Junkyard's site, his server. And as you know, when you log in, you have to fill out a whitelist application for their particular server. Well, in the process of that, you have to sign up and create a password and a login name. Unfortunately, at the time, I was not even thinking about this, but I made my password to log into Junk's website the same as my actual password for my Minecraft. Well, Dylan went in. Don't know if this is illegal or not, but I'm pretty sure that it is. But he went in and got the password for my account. He then logged into my name on here because I had just got off and went to sleep. He logged into my name on here and started doing things, started editing things, world edit, and he messed it up pretty bad. But like I said, we have rollback, we have saves. Every hour there's 48 backups. Everything's fine. Everything that he did was rolled back, and it, as if it never existed now. But the whole thing about it is, it's bad news for Dylan now. Okay, because basically he seems to think, and Dylan, if you're listening, I don't know where you get that the FBI wasn't contacted or that somebody's not going to jail. I can't say that you are. I can't say that you're not. All I know is that the FBI was notified. The FBI did track you and are doing an investigation. And to prove this, I can upload the site and some of the information that I was asked to put in there. If anyone ever has been hacked or needs to file, a claim about it or anything else like that, a website that you can go to is www.ic3.gov. The I for Igloo, C for Charles, and then 3. Basically, you go there. It's ran through the FBI. You file, anything that happened, any information that you do have, and that's the first step to filing a claim. Now, as I said, I do have 2 family members there, so a lot of things I did not have to do because they are doing it for me. However, on another note, if you do go to Junk's server, I would suggest not going there. I'm not the only person that he has done this to, nor is Omega the only person. because when he sent the DDoS attacks, it went to the server, and as you know, Omega owns the server and runs it. Um, and wow, this is new here. And my account, of course, was from my house that he logged into, and we do know that it was him for a fact. Um, a lot of people, including myself, donated to Junk's website. I know that it's not, a condition to have to play there. You can just be a builder, but when you donate, you get a lot of perks. I donated, and I wasn't even on the site. They started banning anybody and everybody that came here or that plays here. I actually was talking to Dylan, and so was Omega, and I went to try to log in to send Junk a message, which, by the way, is ignoring me too. Um, and I was banned not only from the server but from the site, and I did nothing on the site. If you have a personal problem with somebody that's outside of what you would call quote work, because technically that's what Dylan calls his job there is work, that's an outside issue. That has nothing to do with the server. If I get into it with somebody, and we're not even on the server here, I'm not going to ban them from here. Now, they do something here, then yeah, they're going to get banned. You know, but it just goes to show you the type of person that he is. I did actually log into Junk server on a alternate account that I have, and about 7 or 8 other people told me that he did the same thing to them. So this isn't a one-time thing here that he has done. And as I mentioned about paying to actually play on his server, those donations go straight to Junk's pocket and Dylan's pocket. None of that money goes back into the server. And a bad part about it is mods buy their way into the server. Which isn't right. They asked for people to put mod apps in. Me and several other people put mod apps in because we know a lot about servers. And, it couldn't even get the decency for them to look at the app. My application over a month and a half, it wasn't even looked at. It was never even read. If you are only going to make people mods that or personally like, that's fine. That's, you can do that. It's your server. But if you're going to do that, don't sit there and say to other people that they can fill out an application, to be a mod and possibly be one. If you're never even going to look at the application or never even consider them to be part of it. So them saying that the money goes back into the server and it gets new parts for it and everything else, it's a crock, because it ain't true. And this person is getting banned. Give me 1 second. MRN ITRODOWN. Griefing. And I will roll them back here in a minute. But yeah, that's what happened with Dylan. He really messed the server up, but as I said, it was fixed in 5 minutes flat. Nothing that he can't do, and they won't be getting in anytime soon. We did invest in a very expensive firewall and a few other goodies. And not to mention, Dylan, if you are listening, I guess it sucks to be you, man, because I did notify the FBI, and I did file a complaint with the website, as I said, and a few other things. So, I guess you live and learn. I don't know exactly what age you are, Dylan, but a lot of people say that you're younger. When I was younger, I did some stupid things too, but, you live and learn. It's not my fault that you got jealous because we're up 99% of the time and Junk servers probably down good 30 to 40% of the time. But that's pretty much all I have, to say about that. And as far as Junk, he's ignored every email that I've sent him. And as I said, it is Junk server and Dylan is there and runs it, and that's on Junk. It's Junkyard site that people go to and log into to sign up for. Now, Dylan went in, to my personal information to get my password at time, which is now changed and is encrypted, Dylan. So yeah, you're not getting in this time on it. Um, I also contacted through the website of Minecraft for being hacked, and I reported them for that too. Um, but you got to get over it, man. So, but as I said, it is Junk's website, and so I'm sure some legality falls back on him too, because it's his site. Dylan runs it. He's responsible for the people that run it, and he went into personal information on there. So that's as good. That's as good as hacking. You know. Um, let's see. As far as any other issues go, I will be starting a Let's Play for this. But I just wanted to show you guys that everything on the server is still here. Um, it wasn't so much of an issue of having to fix it as so much as rolling it back. So I hope that you guys come here. Hope that you have fun when you come here. As I said, I do not recommend going to Junks, because if you have any issue, if you are promoted up to a moderator or higher, you will be demoted by him. He will go into your personal information and steal anything that he wants. And the other note, don't donate there. Don't pay for Junk and for Dylan to do whatever they want, because the server is hosted publicly. Dylan's parents pay for it. It's ran from the house. It ain't no company like they say that it is, and the money is not going back into there. I've talked to several mods who were demoted because they mentioned something about the money and how the money was not going back into the server. Um, you know, and that's a problem. People donate here, the money actually does go for it. Another issue that we had was the fact that there was never any admins on that could help you when you actually needed an admin, if it was something that a mod could not do. So I know this video isn't too entertaining. I pretty much just wanted to talk to you and let you know that yeah, Dylan got in. He stole my password for my name and got in and did things. But everything is still here. Everything was rolled back. If something is missing, we reimburse the person and we help them do it. Um, but that's about it, guys. So come on over. Enjoy it. Have fun when you come. Dylan and Junk's server. You can't fly when you're a builder. You can fly when you're here when you are a builder, because we're not greedy. Oh yeah, one other thing before I go, because I have to be, cool, like Junk does and everything else like that. So for a really gay ending, I'm just gonna stop and be like, well, guys, I guess I'll see you later. And remember, keep on gaming.